Hello dear writer. I'm Lydia, and welcome to Writer's Encyclopedia, your mini podcast and indispensable resource library to master the art of writing. Today I have some valuable tips, especially for those who are passionate about storytelling or just beginning their writing journey. We'll cover everything from character development to ways to make your writing routine lighter and more meaningful. So, stay with me as we explore 9 ways to enhance your stories and add that unique touch that will make readers fall in love with every word you write. Tip 1. Show love without relying on cliches. Let's start with a tip that to me is essential. Show love without relying on cliches. Romance in stories doesn't have to be obvious. In fact, small gestures say so much more. Ask yourself, if your characters need a kiss to prove they're in love, has that love truly been built? Show their feelings through glances, the way they care for each other, and the things they do for each other without hesitation. Remember, what often touches the reader most are those scenes full of subtleties, where love is present in every gesture, even if no one says the words "I love you." Tip 2. Let the idea mature. The birth of a new idea is one of the greatest joys for a writer, isn't it? But here's a golden tip. Not every idea is ready to be written the moment it appears. Sometimes it needs time to mature. Think of it as a seed that needs nurturing. The more you let it grow and take shape, the richer and more detailed your story will become. Let the plot, the characters, and even the settings come to life before you put them on paper. Tip 3. Don't compare your initial draft. Here's an important tip. Never compare your first draft to a published work. Remember, the books we love have gone through countless rounds of revisions. They didn't start out perfect. This draft is only the beginning of your creation, and it has value, flaws and all. See it as a foundation for something amazing. With time and effort, it will transform into a very special piece. Tip 4. Release the block. We all face creative blocks, and that's completely normal. If you're stuck on a scene, try a simple technique. Delete the last sentence and rewrite it. Or if you prefer, jot down a quick note about the central idea and move to another part of the story. Sometimes this change of perspective unlocks inspiration and brings fresh energy to your writing. Tip 5. Chronology and discipline. For many writers, writing in chronological order helps keep the plot clear and easy to follow. If you use flashbacks, make sure they truly add to the story without confusing the reader. An ordered narrative helps create a smooth, engaging read and is especially effective in stories with multiple characters and twists. Tip 6. First impressions of characters. A character's first line is like a gateway to their personality. And it can say so much. Why not make this first line reveal something memorable? This way, the reader connects with the character right away and has a clear sense of who they are. This creates a powerful connection, making each dialogue a window into the character's heart. Tip 7. Bring each scene to life. Every scene deserves to be special. If you feel that a part is dull, the reader will probably feel it too. Ask yourself, does this scene truly advance the story? Add a conflict, a revelation, or an emotional detail that surprises. The goal is to make every moment in the narrative leave the reader eager to turn the next page. Tip 8. Celebrate every little progress. Sometimes writing is a slow and demanding process. But here's a valuable tip. Celebrate every bit of progress, even on the tough days. Wrote 1 sentence? Wonderful. That's 1 more sentence than you had yesterday. Writing is a journey and every small step counts. Cherish these little victories along the way. Tip 9. Your story doesn't need to be a big book. Finally, remember, your story doesn't need to be a 1,000-page epic to be impactful. Often less is more. Focus on what's essential, on what truly matters and enchants. Shorter narratives with fewer than 100,000 words can be intense, emotional, and just as unforgettable. If these tips helped you, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any content, and share with other writers you know. See you next time.